Hey, hi all. Welcome back to the channel again. Today we are going to discuss about abstraction in TypeScript. Abstraction is actually nothing but the object-oriented programming's principle, and it's one of them. What do you mean by abstraction then, right? So abstraction is nothing but to hiding the complex implementation from the end user, and exposing or giving him certain functionality for the use. Okay, to use it. We will look the same thing in example in a bit, but before that, abstract classes starts with the abstract keyword, right? And abstract class can have abstract methods. Okay, so whenever we write the abstract method using abstract keyword inside abstract class, we need to add a definition only over there, okay, in the abstract class. So if you want to add a functionality or the method implementation over there, then you need to write down a normal method inside the abstract class. The method should be without abstract keyword, and it can have its own implementation as well. And those methods, the non-abstract methods, actually in real world gets called as concrete methods. Okay, the abstract method only definition we need to give, and the non-abstract method we can give the implementation as well, right? And then to access the properties of the abstract class, we cannot access them by simply creating an instance of that particular abstract class. Okay, so abstract class does not allows us to create the instance of itself and accessing its properties. Okay, to access the properties of abstract classes, we need to extend that abstract class to the normal class, and then by creating an instance of the normal class, we can access the properties and methods of a abstract class. Okay, let's look at all those things in an action. So as I said, abstract class starts with the abstract keyword. So let's say abstract, then class. The class name would be home, and then a normal property, uh, home name maybe. It could be a type of string is equal to test. Let's say test home, right? And I told you about the abstract methods as well. So let's write down one abstract method, get home name, and the type of it is actually string. And this is it. We just need to give the definition of it. Whenever you are, starting the function name with the abstract keyword, you just need to give the function definition in the abstract classes. Okay. Now let's add a concrete method as well. So get home address. So this is nothing but a concrete method which actually has its own implementation. So let's say return this dot h address. Okay. So let's add a h address named field. String is equal to test address. Okay. And instead of this dot get home address, we will return get h address from here. So this is nothing but an definition only. Okay. And this is nothing but a concrete method. Okay. So non-abstract methods inside abstract class called as a concrete methods, and abstract method inside abstract class, we just need to give the definition of it. Okay, and then let's understand why we are not able to access the properties directly. So I'm creating an object of home, new home. This is the abstract class. As you can see, it's giving me an compile time error that cannot create an instance of an abstract class. So that's the reason we we cannot access the properties and method directly by creating the instance of a abstract class. Okay, so let's create a normal class now. Class maybe test. Okay, and which will extend the home class. Okay, so now as soon as I extend an abstract class, it gives me again one error that I need to implement the get home name method from abstract class. Okay, so this get home method I need to implement of type string, and here I can access the get home address method, the hname property, the haddress property, because the class test is now inheriting from the class home. Okay, so now I can say this dot, the hname property I can access from here, and of course I need to return this property, right? And now let's create a variable of it. Test is equal to new test, right? And now if I write down test and then dot, as you can see, there are several methods coming from the abstract classes and one from the test class also. Okay, so this is how we are able to access the properties and methods of an abstract classes, right? We actually, it's enforcing on us that if you wanted to use some of the properties or methods or all of the properties or methods, you just need to inherit me, right? So the abstract class is saying that you need to inherit me to use whatever, properties or methods I have, something like that, right? So this is how, we can use that. And there is another one case. We can inherit an abstract class into another abstract class as well. Okay, so let's say abstract class car extends home. Okay, so now you won't get any errors. You won't get any errors for implementing this method. Okay, because abstract class thinks that if the car, which is an abstract class, is implementing this abstract class, then it thinks that this car class does not need to implement anything because it is an abstract class only. Okay, so let's say cname, which is type string, equals to, let's say, Tata Indica, right, the name of it, and get car name, which is of type string. This could be an abstract method, right? So what we did over here, so we did not implemented this method, but we have created another definition method, okay, in the car class as well. So if I extend this car class over here, it gives me an error in the normal class that I need to implement the get car name as well. So let's implement that. Get car name, return this dot cname, right? So we have implemented get car name and returning the this dot cname. Cname, where is the cname? Cname is available in the class car. Okay, so this is nothing but an abstract class. So this is actually a difference between extending an abstract class by an abstract class and by a normal class. Okay, so this is the difference. So if the abstract class is getting inherited by the abstract class, it doesn't give us any kind of errors to implement the defined methods. But if it is extending by the normal class, it gives us an error that we need to implement the abstract defined methods. Okay, so this is how it works. So I hope actually your doubts were cleared, and you guys have understood what is mean by abstract classes and how we use it to hide some data, right? And what are the concrete methods, how to define an abstract method, right? How to inherit the abstract methods into abstract methods, and how to inherit the abstract classes into abstract class, and how to inherit the abstract class into the normal class, and how to implement the methods as well. So these many topics we have covered today. So this is it. If you like the video, hit like on it, and do not forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon. Thanks all guys. Let's meet in next video.